class today, and today we are going to talk about SQL. SQL is one most important language in the life of a data analyst, data engineer, data scientist, database administrator, and so on. SQL, SQL simply means, as the name stands, SQL. It's not a strange name. So in this one, we are going to first of all introduce you to what SQL is. Then we look at some basic SQL commands. Then we also look at data definition language (DDL). We also look at some advanced query techniques. Then we look at some functions and expressions, indexing and performance, then working with stored procedures and triggers. The last one is a real world applications or what projects we're doing. I'm sorry, forgive me. So today let's start with the introduction to SQL. A link will be pasted at your class central that you have access to the slides, okay? So you can be monitoring. I know some of you let me first of all do this first before I nearly forget this. Please, how many of you are doing SQL at data camp? Anyone here who is doing SQL course in data camp? Okay. Yes, anyone here? Nobody. So do we mean all of you here SQL is new to all of you? Um
Uh,
I'm doing
Yes, sir.
SQL. Okay.
I'm doing
Samaki is doing
SQL as well.
SQL.
Yes,
Dixon,
we
you are
read
doing SQL. Patience, you are doing SQL, right? Okay.
Yes.
Alright. The rest you are doing different track, right?
Well, I put for data analysis. Will I still do SQL? Although I've not started, I'm busy writing exam for now.
Yes, you do SQL. You do SQL. You do it's SQL and Python or SQL and R. These are the basic you do. Excel is for other skill you can add to yourself and other stuff. So we are starting with SQL first before we move on to Python. Okay, because SQL is the first one to ask questions. Then Python will use Python to answer the questions. Then we use Power BI to present the questions. So this is the three things we are going to master. Any other thing will be extra thing or plus for you at data camp. Is for me to do it is a plus for you. But this is what a data analyst work with. These tools, these three tools are very important. Okay, so let's move on and then let's go and start our program.
As, Mr. Legacy.
Yes.
So what I did was just SQL. So I finished the introduction to SQL. I was about starting intermediate SQL.
Okay, so I think you
So
have
I just started that one.
you're going to have another revision on this. Patience, your hands is up. Patience, let's hear you. Patience, let's hear you. Okay, Shamaki, let's hear you.
um I'm not really new to SQL, but because I did a course on data science last year, but I didn't really focus on SQL. It was more of Excel. I'm presently learning yes, SQL on data count.
Okay, all right. So okay, so let's have the class. Let's have the class. Okay. All right. So let's start with introduction to SQL. Now, so you look at today. We just look at an overview of SQL. We also look at history of to SQL. We will also look at we also look at so let's look at what of SQL. What is SQL? What is SQL? Now, SQL means structured query language. Okay, structured query language. And what we mean by a query? Query means the word query here. Okay, the word query means that to ask. Okay, query means to ask. So if someone says that I want to query you, it means he wants to ask you, or he wants to question you, or he wants to in the police industry business they call it if someone is trying to ask you questions, how do you call it? I forgot the term given to it, but query means to ask questions,
Interrogate.
interrogate, thank you very much, to interrogate you. So we use SQL, okay, to interrogate your data. Okay, we use SQL to interrogate what your data. That's what query means. Now, so SQL is a standardized programming what language. When we say standardized, it means that it is what accepted. Okay, it is accepted worldwide. It is accepted worldwide. That's what everybody wants use SQL. Okay, so it's a standardized what programming what language specifically designed for managing and manipulating relational databases. A database is a structured um, data, okay, that is put in table, which is a column and then rows. Okay, so what does SQL do? SQL allows users to perform various operations on data, such as querying, updating, inserting, and deleting, while ensuring data integrity and what security. What we use SQL to do is that you know you will have a data. Data is just a raw fact, meaningless. You don't understand it, okay? But a data analyst can gather the data, organize it, and draw an attention to the data, and then you say, "Wow, I never knew this. Is this true? Really?" That's what data brings about. Okay, it's about the wow, the how. How do you do this? Seriously? You see that? So that's what the SQL does. So we use SQL to bring data to life. Okay, to really query and then ask our data what a lot of what questions. The next thing is that you know SQL in other um, way also can also be looked at in a certain angle. What Why do we need SQL, or why do we SQL? The first one is for what? Data was retrieval. We use SQL to retrieve what? Data. You see, one of the primary functions of SQL is to retrieve data from database efficiently with some powerful commands like the select. You can fetch what specific what information based on various what criteria that you set for yourself. Okay. Now, this capability is essential for data analysis, reporting, and decision making processes in organizations. You see, when you enter the business world, they are always asking questions, making decisions, and now businesses don't only take risk. At first, you saw taking risk is business is mainly taking risk, but now people take risk with assurance, with 99% of what success. And how are they sure, or how are they, what did they rely on, which criteria, which metrics do they rely on to know that, oh, this decision you are taking is 99% sure that you will not fail? Is because of what? A data analyst, a data scientist, or a data engineer, they come out with using a powerful tool called SQL to also ask the same question. Okay, that the employees are what the employers are asking on the data. So SQL does this for us. Another thing that we also know is that SQL is used for data manipulations. Okay, when we say to manipulate something is to control or take charge of something. So you see that it provides a robust tool for data manipulation, allowing users to insert new records, update existing ones, and delete unnecessary data. This flexibility is crucial for maintaining accurate and current information within a database. So what makes it difficult is that, let's look at from this um, example. When you write something on a paper, okay, can you go and edit it? I'm asking a question. When you write something on paper with ink, can you go back and change? Maybe you make a mistake, so can you go back and change the mistake and then
No,
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 you can't.
No.
no, sir.
You can't do that, right? Exactly. So, but SQL can allow you to do that. It can allow you to go and edit the data. For instance, as a data clerk, okay, you store someone's name as Adibola Lukman, but as time goes on, you realize that Adibola Lukman have gone and changed the name and it's now called Oyoka Adibola. So in this case, you will not go and now create a new database because of one person has changed the name. Then you are punishing yourself, or you are making things very difficult. But SQL allow you to go back and update Lukman's name so with easily. So one, SQL provides an avenue to add new records, update the existing records, delete some, and make necessary changes. Another benefit of SQL is that SQL is also used for a data definition. What do we mean by data definition? Through data definition languages, DDL. No, DDL stands for data definition language. The data definition language commands are create, alter, drop. Okay, you can have truncate. Okay, so we have almost like five of them. We have create, we have alter, we have drop, we have truncate, and we have update. These are called data definition language. They enables the creation and modification of database structures. Now these ones are mostly used by data engineers. Okay. Um, we data analysts, we don't use DDL. Okay, we use a query. So we use the query. Okay, we go straight. So we wait for the data engineer to do all the creating and altering and dropping everything, and then we just move on. Another important of SQL is data integrity and security. You know, you see the reason why banks are so confident. Okay, the reason why banks are so confident in securing your data is that they are sure of what protects your data. So if you are giving your names and your credit card details to bank, they assure you of what data security, that they will not share your information with any other person. All right. If uh, if your ma, please, your hands is up.
Good evening, boss.
Good
Sorry
evening.
for interrupting. I
Uh,
noticed some people are asking for the call to be recorded. I don't know if you started the
yes,
recording.
it's recorded. Don't worry. I
All
use a
right. Okay.
different software to record it so that I can, I'll meet with
Oh,
my volunteer team. I will train them separately. Um, I have to find someone who would, I'll train them for editing and video editing, so a person will do this for me. So don't worry, okay? It's
oh,
recording,
okay. It's
okay?
fine.
It's being recorded.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So shall we move on?
Yes,
Yes,
So
yes.
sure.
yes, I was saying,
Yes.
yes, I was saying that if you are entering your information on certain platforms, they assure you of data security. Why? Because they have data engineers and administrators who will assure that they can use what SQL to secure your information, so there will not be a data breach. So SQL does that very well. Okay, so it's not only for querying, but SQL can be used for what this kind of what thing. So it's SQL includes features that help maintain data integrity and security. It has constraints like primary keys, foreign keys, which ensures that the data adheres to predefined rules, while permissions and rules manage users' access. Okay, so mean that the data engineer can set up the SQL so to allow certain people to have access and to allow certain information to public. Facebook allows certain information to public based on your consent and your permission, but some of them they keep it private to only you without your consent. These are called SQL. So you see, SQL alone is a whole profession on itself. SQL alone is a whole what profession on itself. It's a whole career. So the reason why a data analyst or business analyst or a scientist are very important in the business world is that they combine SQL with additional tools like Python, Power BI or Tableau, Excel, and Co. So they are like fully armored. That's why companies want people are always changing of data analysts or scientists or engineer or all of them, because they cannot hire SQL professional, hire Python professional, hire Power BI. No, they can't pay them. So they will have one person who has all these skills. That's why people are trying to learn and upgrade their skill so that they will not lose their job. All right. So that is why we are here to learn the skill. I had my first job without certificate because I can do it. I went to the interview and then they are asking about certificate degrees. I don't have them. In fact, they didn't even invite me, but I knew when the meeting was, so I went there. I was sitting down there, everybody went, and I was only one. I said, so when I go, they said, oh, hey, my mister, didn't you come? You did not call me, oh. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm having a severe cough for almost some days now. Then they said, oh, you did not call me, so how can I enter? Was your name? I said, yes, my name was on the list, and you not call me. So they called me in, and they asked, yes, what is my degree qualification? I said, I don't have qualification. They said, so what are you doing here? I said, oh, I'm here to showcase my skill. So I asked a question that, are you after the skill or after the degree? So I can go because me, I have the skill for you. So if you are looking for a degree, I can work out. If you want me to show you my skill too, I can show you my skill. So they said, okay. One woman was there, so let's allow him. So they started the interview. They were asking me theoretical questions, and I said, please, do you have something to do, like a project? Let me ask me something. Give me a machine. Let me do it. So they began to give me my machine. They did on the wall, projected on the wall. Then they gave me a paper, which was having some query and other stuff. Within 10 minutes, I'm done. I said, wow, you can do this? I said, yes. You know why? The actual skilled people are on the streets, whilst the people who can't do the work are in the offices. This is what happens. When they get the work, they will contact those people on the streets or the freelancers and they'll give it to them. They do the work for them and they pay them and they pay to their bosses. That's what they do. But now, companies are beginning to work in team and they're beginning to be exposed. So if you have the skill and you can do the work, I assure you, you'll be so confident to work into any company, whether job description or not, and show them what you got. And they will employ you because they want the skill. They want people like you. Alright? So that's what SQL does. The next thing we talk about SQL is standardization. Now, if SQL is not there, let's say if you Nigerians, okay, don't have one language, what do you think will happen? If you don't have one standard language you all speak, and everyone is speaking his own native language, what will happen? Dixon.
Yeah, there will be chaos, confusion, because people no longer understand themselves.
Exactly. But we should have native language, right? But we have one language that when we speak, majority will understand you. That is the English or French or Spanish or Portuguese language, okay? So SQL 2 is a standardized word query language. You see, SQL is a standard word query word language that majority of people use to query, so that what you have and what somebody in Brazil is using will understand the same thing. If I'm using my own SQL language, your own, nobody will know what you are doing. So for SQL allow for what? Standardization. Okay. Alright. Now we have examples of various database management systems called DBMS. DBMS stands for database, then the M stands for management, then the S stands for system, Example are the MySQL we are using, PostgreSQL, Microsoft SQL Server, we have Oracle, we have SQLite, we have MongoDB, we have a lot of them, a lot of them. So, but we are going to use one standardized one, my MySQL, then the same as PostgreSQL. So if you can use MySQL, you can use PostgreSQL. Okay, so all right, let's move on. Um, the next one is support for transaction. SQL supports transactions, which are sequences of operations performed as a single logical unit. Now, this feature ensures that all operations within the transaction are completed successfully before committing changes to the database. If an error should occur, then it means that there can be a rollback to maintain data consistency. Right now, you don't know what I'm talking about now, but when you get to the field, the bank is, for instance, the bank and people who does with it, you will know that. So I'll leave this one here. We'll talk about it later on. All right. Let's move on to the last one: scalability and performance. SQL is designed to handle large amounts of data efficiently, okay, making it suitable for both small applications and large or scale enterprises, okay, systems. So its ability is to execute complex queries and perform batch operation enhances performance even as the volume of data grows. You see, this is very important about SQL. The reason why Excel is not catching up is that Excel can't handle large data sets, it would crash out. But SQL can handle large data sets and still continue to handle them. Millions of tables, millions of rows. That's why um, I'm not wasting my time on Excel. Excel, you can do Excel at your own as a plus for you, okay? Yes, as a plus. It's good to learn SQL and Excel. It adds up to your skill and then your chances of getting what hide, okay? But on the field, now data is being collected left, right, center, okay? So you have to know that after SQL, you can go and then learn Excel when you are on. All right, so this is the first part of it. So in conclusion, in today's driven world, SQL plays a vital role in data management and analysis. Its ability to efficiently handle data, ensure security, and support complex queries makes it an indispensable tool for what businesses and organizations. So you understanding SQL is essential for um, anyone involved in data related roles, from data analysts to software developers, as it forms the backbone of relational or database management. So SQL is an important tool we are going to learn. So in the next 20 minutes, we are going to have our practice for the first time. So in the next 20 minutes, we are going to look at some basic SQL commands, okay? The first one we're going to look at is the select statement. So now, launch your MySQL, okay? Start launching it, open your MySQL. So the select statement is the cornerstone for SQL and is primarily used to retrieve data from one or more tables in a relational or databases. It allows users to specify the exact data they wish to see, making it a powerful tool for data analysis and what reports. So let's go ahead and then open our SQL. Let's launch our SQL. Let's launch our SQL. All right. Are we all here? So go to my lesson. If you don't have my lesson, then use the root database. Okay. So I'm clicking on my lesson. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we are with you.
All right. Okay. So as we are launching it, if you don't have it, just pay attention to it. And let's have our first SQL command. Now, when you open it, you see this the circular system and word. Please double click the circular. Make sure that it is darkened, okay, or being bolded. Make sure it's being bolded. Okay, so my own is bolded. Now click on the arrow down here to open it. So you see these tables on it. So our first thing we're going to do is to use the select statement. Okay, now the select statement comes with the from. Okay, so we are going to use base syntax. You see the base syntax. So select column. So the syntax is select. Okay, then you choose the column or multiple columns. Then you bring the from. Which table are you selecting from? And somewhere cross. Okay, so let's look at it now. The select is used to specify the columns to be retrieved. Okay, the from indicates the table from which to retrieve the data. So let's move on to our workbench. So we're going to select the actor. Okay, you see the actor table. We want to retrieve the data in the actor table. So you use the select statement. Once you click, you see that it will give you, it will pray like give something. Just press on enter. Okay, so select. Now we want to find out everything, retrieve all the data from the actor table. We use the word the star. We use the star to retrieve what all what data from the actor. So from actor. Okay, so I just press what enter because it has given me, so enter. All right, now we use this one to, you see this one, this particular one, you see this, this to run our query. Okay, all right. So let's click on it. Let's see what happens. So let's execute our query. Okay, let me bring my data up. Okay, so you can see right that our data is now what showcase over here. So can you see it that we have our data here? So you see now this one is the first 100 rows. You see this one, you can change it. Okay, you can change it. You see this, I've limited it to the first 100 rows, 1000 rows. Okay, it means there are so much rows on it, but I've limited it to 1000 rows. You can also change it. You can change it and then specify how many rows you want. Okay, so by default it's set to 1000 rows. You can just click on it and then you can choose the number of rows you want to display. Okay, so now we've selected what the actor what table. All right, so let's go again. Now we want to also select from the city and see what's on the city. What would I do? I'll say select, enter. I'll say all, then I'll say from, enter, then I'll say city. Okay, then I'll go to execute and execute. So you see that the city table too is there. We have Abha, we have Abu Dhabi, Adana, and Co. So you see that? Okay. So beautiful. Any question from here? Are you all following? Are you trying it? Do you have any error?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hero.
Okay. Why is it? Do you have a data already inside your own workbench? That's why it's showing the data as you are pressing enter.
Yeah, the data is the Sakura data we are using.
Hello, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
The data we are using is called the Sakura data we are using. Hello? Okay. Someone said the data. We are using this database. Oh. This database is what we are using. We are using the Sakura. This is it. This is called a Sakura database. You know, we have this table. We have the actor. We have the city. When I click on city, you see that city has a lot of things there. So we are just looking at information under the city. The city is it have cities. Okay, city, country ID, and the last update. So this is what we want to see. So we are retrieving data from the city, from the Sakura database, but from the city. Now you can see film, right? So let's see film. Let me cancel this and write film. Okay, and then
Sorry, my hand is up.
okay, no, don't just talk. Okay, don't wait for your hands for me to, because I'm not at the. So please, can you just
Okay,
come in?
okay,
Talk. Yes.
okay. Uh, I want to ask question.
Yes.
Sorry, is it possible to see this? I know we are working with Sakura database,
Yes.
Sakura database. Is it possible to see this database like the way we see a workbook to see what is actually contained before we start to use query to retrieve information out from this? Is it where something that where we can open whereby it can open like a sheet or a workbook where we see the database? Because I was there yesterday.
We opened the diagram for you, right? And we saw all that.
Okay, is that how it's okay? Is that how it's normally presented in diagram format?
Yes, that's how it is. That's how it is. But you will not see it, okay? So SQL, we are using SQL
Okay.
to retrieve the data. I get it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we want to right now we want to see that what films are there. What is the film? Do you know what is the film right now? Do you know what is the film? Can you tell me?
What is what
Can you tell what is in the film? Can you tell me?
in a team?
Right now we
No.
know that city we have um um Aba City, Abu Dhabi. We know we have Adana. We know we have um Bupa. We can see cities, right? Can you see them, right? Dallas. So now we know that
Yes. Yes.
these are the cities in the city column. We want to find out the film. So what are the film? What is in the film? So as a data analyst, you have to be opening all the table to see what is there. So now these are the
Okay.
films. You see, Academy Dinosaur is a film. What film is it? It's an epic drama
So,
of. We have adaptation hosts. We have agents, drama. So these
Please,
are.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What are you after you typed from film?
Yeah.
What are you pressing? What are you clicking on that is showing all this data?
Okay. I click on this one. This thing. You see it? Do you see it?
Okay, okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, okay.
It will execute.
Sir, but my own is not showing anything. It's not
Okay,
showing.
yeah, yeah, I just got it.
You
Thank you.
got it right. Okay.
Yes.
Good. So you see that as the first you have to do is that you have to observe your tables. Know what is in the table. Let's go to customer and see what at all is customer. So I'll just clean this one. Now type customer. Enter. Then I will execute. Good. What do you see? You see customer ID, right? Store ID, first name, last name, email, address ID, active, create date. You see last updated. You see what's there. So customers, they have Mary, they have Priscilla, Linda, Barbara, Jennifer. These are the customers the company is having. So now you know that, okay, fine. The company have these customers there in the customer table. They have last name, first name. Okay. So you see that it gave us all the columns in the customer. Now, so we use the star, the asterisk to retrieve all the data in the table. The customer is a table. Okay. Sorry. The customer is a table, and this is what is contained in the table customer. I hope you all know what table contains, right? And rows and columns. Okay. So you can have first name, last name, age, and gender. We'll have a table. So this is our customer word table. So one, if you want to retrieve all the data in the table, you use what? The customer word and the asterisk. You use this one to retrieve all the data. But not all the time that we have to retrieve all the data. In case you want to retrieve a specific column, okay, we want only first name and last name from the customer table.
okay. Sorry, sir. Please.
Hello?
Please, sir. Yes. So from the customer table now, we've seen when you run it, I think I can see the table right now. I can see customer ID, store ID, first name, last name, and the rest. Now, how do we scroll this result to see the other part of it if it still contain more things? Because I can see that my own is not scrolling. I don't know if that
Watch
is
here.
all it is
Watch
displayed.
here. To scroll it, you see the bar here. You see the bar here? There's a bar now there.
Okay.
Good.
Yes, yes.
So you just take your mouse there and drag it. You see it? So you can drag it left and right. And you can see,
Thank you.
or you can come to this arrow, click on it, and then to take you to all the columns. Okay. Now, assuming we don't want all the columns,
Okay.
we want to only retrieve first name and last name. Okay. We want only first name, we want only the customer. We don't want email, we don't want address ID. It's too big for us. We want first name and last name. That one, you don't use the asterisk. You type first name. You see it's here. It has shown me, right? So I just click on it and press enter. Then you bring comma. I want last name. Okay, let me clean everything. So select, enter, first name. So first name, comma, last name. Please make sure that the first name, the what you are typing is exactly the same spellings as the column. If not, get a mistake.
Please come again.
I said make sure that what you are typing, okay, the names, what the column name is exactly the same column names as in the table you are having. So you see first name and last name. Make sure the spelling is the same. If not, you get an error.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Is it case sensitive?
It's not, the syntax is not case sensitive, but the name is case sensitive. The data you are retrieving is case sensitive, but the syntax, I can use capital letters, I'll get it correct. But the data, the columns you are retrieving are what? Case sensitive. For example, if you spell your name as Abiola and I say Babiola, is it the same thing? No. Why? Because Babiola and Abiola are different things. The same way, if you do first name, you say first names, it's error. It will tell you that there is no data or column called first names. Okay. So from last name, from where? From the customer table.
Customer.
So I'll press enter. You see it? Select first name, last name. From where? There are many tables here. You have the address,
Customer table.
you have city, country, but you want it from where? From the customer. That is what we want to know. So I'll just execute it. Good. You see this time I have only what? First name and what? Last name. Mary Smith, Patricia Johnson, Linda Williams, Barbara Jones. These are only their first name and last name. If I want their email, I can come again and say that, comma, email, enter. Then I'll run again and I have their emails there. So what are we doing? We are retrieving information. We are trying to know what actually is in our database. Are you saying that? Okay, now this one is for you.
Yes.
I want you to retrieve all the data from the staff table. I want all. Who can tell me what will you use to retrieve all of them? Who can tell me?
From which table, sir?
Select star from staff.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
select staff from.
Star.
So let me do it for you.
Asterisk.
Then from
Select
staff.
asterisk.
Please, I'm doing what you are saying, you know. Select asterisk, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
From hey, I'm doing what you are
Staff.
saying, you know. From staff. Okay.
Then execute.
Then execute. Okay, so the staff, we are very funny. So we have only 2 people as staff, which is very fun. Wow. Okay, Mike Hela and then John Stephens. That's quite strange.
Mike Era John Stevens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then again, I want to retrieve all the data from language. Yes, I'm waiting.
So I
Did
didn't
you
get what
hear
you
that?
said.
Sorry.
What do you say?
I want to see all the data from the language table. I want to see what is in the language.
Okay.
So let's
Select
start
as
from
So select
language.
then execute.
from language. Okay.
Yes.
Then language. Then I will execute.
Yes.
Okay. So what language do you have? You have how many languages do we have? Who can tell me?
Six.
Six languages. So are you understanding it? So now you know that the
My
jump.
laptop
database
is.
has only what six what languages: English, Italian,
Languages.
Japanese, Mandarin, French, and German.
French. German.
Now, but this time, please, can we also look at the what is in the um, um, country? Okay, so let's look at the country and see what is in the country.
When you go down.
Okay, we have country ID, country and last update, right? Afghanistan,
Yes.
Nine. Okay, so it's Nigeria part because Nigeria they're everywhere. Oh. Aha, Nigeria is here. Ah, Oluwa. Omo, we dey here. Oh. We dey here because Nigeria. Okay.
Mhm. We have seen you Nigerians.
Yes. Oh yes, we are Nigeria. They everywhere. Nigeria they travel a lot.
59.
Nigerians should travel. You don't love seeing your country. You travel a lot, so we dey everywhere. Okay, but please, I want to only retrieve from the film actor. Okay, let's see the film actor too. Film actor. Okay, let's see what is there. Okay, actor ID film. Okay, good. Okay, then let's go back to the actor and see something there. Actor. Okay, now I want someone to help me. I want to retrieve only the actor ID, their first name and last name. Please, I'm waiting.
Okay.
Okay,
You select
You
actor
ca-
ID,
select.
you
comma, first name.
you cancel the asterisks for select.
Yeah.
Okay, so select actor ID.
After
After
ID.
ID.
So
Okay.
ID,
Yes.
comma,
First name.
Comma.
So actor ID, comma,
yeah.
First name.
First name,
first name,
yeah.
Last name.
Comma,
first name,
Okay.
comma, yeah.
last name.
Last name.
Last name.
Okay, that
Then
one.
is no from
Okay, from
actor.
From
Actor.
actor.
Yeah,
actor.
yeah.
Execute.
Execute. Now we can use
Then
this
execute.
or this. Okay, any of those counts, correct? I'll use this one. Perfect. That's good.
Penelope.
Yeah. Now Penelope Guinness. Hey, no, this one will be someone anymore. Okay. So we have how many minutes left? Oh, our time is up. Yeah, our time is up. So that is how we are going to use. Now, the last one before we go, let's go to the city. Okay, let's go to city. Select um all from city. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, hello, let's do this. I want to select only Adana. ID is what? 97, right? So,
Yes.
uh-huh. So, next, so for that one, we are going to use what we call the where cross, okay? So, we've done the star, right? We've select
Yes.
specific columns, right? Now,
Yes.
we are going to look at the where cross. The where clause allows you to filter the result based on specific criteria. This is the syntax. Select column, maybe the columns what to do, from the table you want, then where per the condition. Let's see what we are talking about. Now, can we go and then filter and see the film? I want to see all the films. So select all from the film. Okay. Okay, now see the film, right? But this time we want to select a film that the release year, okay, is 2006, all of them. We want only what? 2000 and what? And 6. Do you get it? So we use the where clause. Where release year, you see release year? You see that? So where release year equals 2006. Please, do you understand what we want to get? We want to
Mm-hmm.
get, we
No,
don't,
no, sir, I
okay,
didn't.
we don't want all the film, okay, they're too plenty. They're about 5,000 plus. We want only the film, okay, that was released in the year 2006. Only
Okay.
them. To do that, we don't need, we use select all, but from film, but we want to use where. The where clause is used to select specific columns. Only what? Specific. Where release year is equal to what? 2006. It means we want only 2006. Okay, you let me make it 2000. 2000. Okay, let's run it. Now, what do you see now, right? I mean, there's no year, film year
There's
for
no
two,
2000.
No,
There's no
2006.
no,
data from
no.
2000.
So let me make it 2000, 2010. No, let's make it uh 2020. No, let's make it 2009. No, let's make it 2006. Okay. So it means that our data is trying to say something to us. Okay. Okay, where release year? I'm coming.
Right.
Is is greater than,
I think the last year was 2006.
yeah. So when we make it, when we use the word greater than, okay, that
Oh,
means that they are from where? After 2006, right? Let's see what happens. So okay, okay, okay. Hmm.
I think
Can you less than?
Less than.
Less than
Less
what?
than.
Okay, less than. Please less than.
Yes, less than.
Oh, so it's only 2006 we have.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
I think everything is from 2006.
2006.
There is
Wonderful.
2005.
Eh,
Yes, I tried 2005. There's
are
2005.
you
But I
sure?
think the yes, the last year is 2006. But if you remove the greater than sign, yeah,
Okay,
the less
let
than.
me because that's not okay. Let me
There's
have
no
it.
2005. Oh.
There's
There's
no 2005.
2005.
I just checked.
Okay.
But
I
mine is
think
not
there
changed.
should be a quotation.
A quotation. Okay, so I want to
Yes,
write
there should be
all
a
of them, okay?
quotation. The yeah.
All of them. Okay. I like how you are contributing. I'll show you where the problem is, okay? But we are going to find it together.
Quotation where?
The yeah.
Okay. All right. Please, when you finish talking, unmute okay, because I'm recording this. If not, there will be noise inside the thing. Okay. So please unmute yourself. After talking, you unmute. Okay. You mute yourself. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. It's fun. Let's have more fun. Let's have more fun. Aha. So now we've seen that. Let's go to. Do you know the problem? Do you know the problem? Look at it. Do you know the problem? Should I tell the problem?
Yes, sir. Tell us the
Yes,
problem.
sir.
Okay. You see,
Okay.
the film. Okay, is the name of the film, right? But you have film title. So you use film. If you want to go to have a trend, okay, you use the film title. The film is a categorical value, but the film title is a value. Let's try this and see. Now let's clean the film from here and let's write film um, title. Okay, so let's select film title. So let me come here. Let me say title from film where release year is greater than 2006. And let's see what will happen. Who is calling? Who is disturbing me like this? Or who is disturbing? Who is disturbing? I'm sorry, someone is disturbing me, so let me. Okay. Now you see, what's something? These are the films, right? Who's released on 2000. Let me make it 2005. Let me see. No. Okay, 2009. Also no. Hmm. So our data is very interesting. Very interesting. Good. So you have more fun. You have more fun with this data. So select all from uh from. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. From actor. That's what is there. Okay. All right. So this is where we would um end our lesson for today. Any question? So please just be playing with the select from and where, okay? Don't rush anything. I will put your I'll be doing recorded videos. Okay, on the other ones, but there will be exercises from Monday going, so you can be doing the exercises and you send it to me. Okay, Grace, let's hear you.
Okay, thank you so much for the tutorial. It was very, very exciting. I have a question that is does it really matter if we arrange the queries like in a row? I saw you did select, you didn't put it like the next like under, but you wrote
Okay.
it like
Oh
I,
no, doesn't matter.
I don't
Doesn't
know if
matter.
I'm
Doesn't matter.
okay.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Thank you.
Just that it's because it's short. That's why. But as we are going and doing more of them, it's good to write them every line. So if there is a mistake, you can know which line the mistake is. But because that one was just a simple one, that's why I wrote it straight. Okay.
Okay.
Next
Thank you.
question. I have another class, so let's hurry up. Okay, Dixon.
Okay, thank you so very much, Mr. Legacy. I really enjoyed the class. So I wanted to ask why you were explaining about the importance of SQL.
Yeah.
We talked about, when you were talking about standardization, you made mention of MySQL and Postgres SQL, something like that. Can you tell us the difference between these tools and this MySQL and Postgres SQL? And I want to ask, is it possible for we to have the tool running in the system? And we get the tool installed in the system?
Okay. There is no difference. Okay. It's just that, um, in terms of their functionality, okay, there is no difference. Let me give it. Maybe it depends on the company. The company use PostgreSQL for their SQL. Company B use MySQL. Company C use um, Microsoft SQL Server. There's only a bit difference, just little one, in terms of their syntax. Okay, of which I will show you. But 99% they are the same thing that they do. Just like you using iPhone and Samsung, functionally they do the same function, but there's only a little difference in terms of features. So I don't think if you use Samsung and they give you iPhone, you say you cannot use it. You can still use iPhone. If you use iPhone, you can still use
Yes.
Samsung. Okay, that's all. All right. So if you learn one, you can use the other because they're the same what syntax. There's maybe the interface where you go and then configure it and install it, but the company will do this for you already, so you don't need to do all this work. All right. So I think
Thank you very much.
welcome. Who else again?
Okay.
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 Let's
Sorry, let me ask you, is it possible can we save works? Maybe when you give us assignment now, we feel you want to save. How do we save?
Okay. Okay, I'm coming. Let me show you. If you want to save, okay, you see this one? You see this?
Yes.
That's the save. So you can click on this
Please, I
one.
didn't see that. Can you come again? Sorry.
You can click on it, and then it
Okay.
will save your work for you. So the next time you come, you will see your work like this, or
Okay.
to ask you to where do you want to save it. Then the folder you
Okay.
want to save will open. The same we are saving, you see it have open, right? Okay. So let me say I'll name like the
Yeah.
select.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe select
Just
select.
practice it.
Then you save that where you want to save it, and you can. So you can come here. Okay. Want to open it? You come here and you open where you save it. Then it will come. So we use this one
Okay. All
for
right.
saving. use this one for saving, and if you want to
Yes.
find it the next
Access.
time, you use the folder icon, this one. You
Okay.
open
To
it and
access.
then yeah, wherever you save it, it will take you there, and then you bring it back and you continue your work.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Yes, who else again? Our time is, I have another class. I have only 5 minutes left for you. Ifeoma, let's say Ifeoma.
Okay, boss, I noticed that this execute sign has
Yeah,
two of it.
use any
What's
of
the
them.
difference?
The difference is that have you seen the Kaiser? Have you seen the Kaiser?
Have I seen what?
The breaking Kaiser.
Yes.
Also,
You see the Kaiser, where is breaking? When the Kaiser is here or here, is here. Let's read. Execute the statement under the keyboard cursor. Under. Execute the selected portion of the script. Watch. I've typed select or um, from city. Now watch here. You see this? I've typed two things here. Okay. Aha. Thank you for reminding me. Do you know what do you observe here? See this one. What do you say? It's wrong, right? Hello?
Yeah, select is not valid at this
Aha.
position.
Now, anytime you are typing two or more commands or queries, you bring the semi-word column. The semicolon means that you are done with one, with the first one. It means that I'm done with this one. I'm going to another query. So you bring a semicolon. Are you following?
yes.
Yes.
Good. Now, the difference between this and this, you see. Please mute yourself. I'm recording, so if you don't mute yourself, now watch here. Someone asked the difference between this one and this one. Now the queries are two here. So if I should use this one, it will give me only the first one. Okay. If I use this one again, city, right? So this the first one will give me where the cursor is under. The cursor is under. It's under the select one. Then if I bring the cursor here, it will give me city. But watch the second one. I want to use select city. Then you use this. Okay, let me do this one. I will select film actor. Then I will use this one. Then it will come. So you use the first one when there are multiple of them and you want to select. You first of all select that one and you run it. That's the difference. The one with the one on it is where the cursor is. Then it will give you your thing. Alright? Who was again? Hands were up. Okay. Zeno, do you have something to say?
Yes, thank you for the lecture. Um, I still hope the installation would go on. Maybe if you can have time tomorrow or today already, we have entered a different day here. So if you can have time later, please you let us know the time we can continue the installation.
Okay, just send me a message when you are ready within tomorrow. Maybe
Oh,
from 5 p.m. going. Okay.
all right.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Please our time is up. I have a class somewhere again. So thank you so much for the class. Please practice. Your assignments for tomorrow will be pasted and the link will be shared. You have to email me your. Okay, I won't give you. Sorry, I'm sorry.